Throughout history, archaeologists have uncovered relics that defy all logic and explanation. These ancient finds, buried in vaults, hidden beneath the ocean, etched into remote landscapes, or simply hidden weapons that challenge our understanding of the past. Despite the best efforts of experts, many of these discoveries remain shrouded in mystery, with no clear answers as to who created them or why. These findings continue to baffle us, leaving more questions than answers. In 2018, a pedestrian was out walking his dog in the rugged terrain of the Orlika Mountains, near the area of Kostelika Horki in Chechnya. As they meandered through the dense mountain undergrowth, the dog suddenly became fixated on something further afield before bolting off in excitement. The owner, perplexed by the dog's sudden behavior, gave chase and was astonished to find his dig had dug up what appeared to be a bronze sickle. His curiosity piqued, making him also dig in to dig. As the hours passed, their efforts uncovered a remarkable collection of artifacts: 12 additional sickles, 7 bracelets, 3 axes, and 2 spears, all crafted from bronze and lying undisturbed for millennia. With the collection now in hand, the man hurried to the nearby Orlika Mountain Museum, eager to report his extraordinary find. Upon arrival, expert archaeologists at the museum were immediately captivated by the discovery. They carefully examined the relics, determining that these ancient treasures were over 3,000 years old. What was more astonishing, they explained, was that these were the first artifacts of their kind to be unearthed in this region since the 1950s, marking them as a significant find with an inestimable historical value. The leading theory proposed by the archaeologists was that these weapons and ornaments might have been buried as a tribute or sacrificial offering, perhaps at the site of a warrior's grave. But this can't be true because no grave was found nearby. Could these artifacts have been deliberately hidden, or was there something more profound, a deeper cultural or spiritual significance behind the burying of these weapons? The discovery opened up more questions than answers. The Padmanabhaswamy Temple, located in the heart of Kerala, India, is renowned for its enigmatic Vault B, a chamber that has remained sealed for centuries. This temple, shrouded in mystery and legend, is home to a series of vaults, each revealing treasures of immense value. 5 of these vaults have been opened, unveiling staggering riches of gold, silver, and other treasures that would enrich any individual for a lifetime. However, Vault B has stubbornly resisted all attempts to access it, remaining an enigma wrapped in secrecy. Vault B is reputed to be protected by an ancient curse and an unknown incantation, adding layers of intrigue to its already mysterious nature. The temple itself has a cryptic history, with some scholars tracing its origins back to the 6th century, while others believe it predates this by centuries. This uncertainty only adds to the allure of Vault B. The entrance to Vault B is adorned with carvings of 2 large snakes, which are said to symbolize the ancient curse that guards the vault. According to local legend, these serpentine guardians embody the powerful curse that promises dire misfortune and death to anyone who attempts to breach the vault without performing the correct rituals and incantations. This formidable protection has only heightened the vault's allure, making it a focal point of fascination for scholars, treasure hunters, and tourists from around the world. Vault B remains a captivating mystery, its secrets still locked away, fueling speculation and reverence. The combination of its legendary curse, its guarded entrance, and the temple's obscure origins make it a potent symbol of the unknown, continuing to draw the curious and the brave alike. In 1931, an exploration team attempted to access Vault B but was attacked by a swarm of cobras that seemed to emerge from behind the vault's doors. Since that encounter, no further attempts have been made to unlock the vault due to fear of similar or worse consequences, leaving its contents a mystery. Speculation about Vault B runs high. Some believe it may contain the most valuable treasures of the temple, while others think it could house powerful supernatural objects or even the remains of divine beings, all protected by the ancient curse. The vault hasn't been opened till this day, leaving all intrigued about its mystery. It's surprising that a geoglyph of a killer whale in Peru remained unnoticed for so long, especially considering its size and visibility. This ancient drawing, estimated to be at least 2,000 years old, was only reported in late 2017. Despite its prominent appearance in the desert, it's situated in a remote region of Palpa, Peru, which likely contributed to its obscurity. The exact species of the whale depicted is still debated, but many believe it most closely resembles an orca or killer whale. This assumption is bolstered by the fact that the orca holds significant cultural importance to the people of Peru, who worshipped it as a demigod. The geoglyph could have been created as an offering to this deity or simply as a representation of something they worshipped. Interestingly, the geoglyph was first noticed in the 1920s by a photographer flying over Peru. However, the image he captured was unclear, leading him to dismiss the discovery and discard the photograph. Now, after restoration efforts, the geoglyph is easily visible, yet its purpose remains a mystery. Despite its recent rediscovery, the reasons behind its creation are still unknown. In 2016, during excavations in Ordu, a city on the Black Sea coast of Turkey, archaeologists uncovered a remarkable 2,100-year-old marble statue. Despite being damaged and fragmented from centuries of burial, the statue is a representation of Cybele, the ancient Phrygian mother goddess of the earth. This statue, which stands about 3.5 feet tall and weighs an impressive 450 pounds, depicts a seated, pregnant Cybele. The statue was found at the site of the ancient fortress of Kurulkalesi, believed to have collapsed during an attack by Roman soldiers. Remarkably, 2 years later in 2018, 2 additional statues were discovered in nearly the same location. These statues represent Pan, the god of the wild, and Dionysus, the god of wine and revelry. While the Romans may be responsible for the fortress's downfall, they were not its creators. Kurulkalesi was already standing by the time Homer composed the Iliad, as the fortress is mentioned by name in the epic poem. This series of discoveries not only enriches our understanding of the region's ancient history, but also highlights the enduring legacy of these ancient deities. Deep in the Sea of Galilee lies a mysterious structure that has intrigued archaeologists and captured widespread attention. Discovered in 2013 through sonar surveys, this enigmatic cone-shaped formation rests on the lakebed, its purpose and origin shrouded in mystery. Located just off the coast of North Genesar, the structure measures approximately 230 feet in diameter and rises to a height of 40 feet. It is constructed from a series of uncut basalt boulders and cobbles arranged in concentric circles. The sheer weight of this structure is astonishing. It's heavier than large cargo ships. Initial explorations found at a depth of 130 feet below sea level, the discovery raises the question of whether it might have once stood above the waterline in ancient times. Its resemblance to other cone-shaped structures found in the Levant region, which are often associated with tombs, burial mounds, or ritual sites, adds to the confusion surrounding its history. Despite extensive research, archaeologists have hit dead ends in determining the true origin of this structure. Some speculate it could be part of a larger temple complex related to the thriving fishing community that once inhabited North Janissar during the Iron and Bronze Ages. Further exploration is conducted. The true story behind this captivating cone-like structure may remain a tantalizing mystery. In 2009, a farmer in Germany made a remarkable discovery. While working on his farmland, he found a gilded Roman horsehead sculpture. Like anyone would, he assumed he had struck gold and was about to become extraordinarily wealthy. However, to his dismay, the state of Hesse wanted to pay him only 48,000 euros for the artifact, leaving him deeply disappointed. Refusing to accept the low sum, the farmer decided to contest the valuation. It wasn't until 9 years later that his persistence paid off. The gilded Roman horse head, which is life-sized, is believed to be the sole surviving piece of a much larger statue that once stood outside a Roman fort. Archaeologists date the relic to around 7 CE and speculate that it may have depicted Emperor Augustus on horseback. The absence of other statue fragments has led to the theory that the structure was destroyed by angry Germanic tribes following the Romans' crushing defeat at the Battle of Teutoburg Forest. After carefully considering the historical significance and expert testimonies regarding the artifact, a judge ruled that the farmer deserved a far more substantial reward. The new compensation was set at €773,000, which is over 16 times the initial offer. This ruling not only provided the farmer with a much-deserved price, but also appraised the immense value of the ancient Roman artifact he had dug up. In Costa Rica, a remarkable array of stone spheres has long puzzled archaeologists and enthusiasts alike. Known as the Dicky Spheres, these perfectly shaped stones have intrigued researchers for decades, raising questions about their origins and purpose. Believed to have been crafted by indigenous civilizations between the 8th and 16th centuries, these spheres vary widely in size, from a few inches to an impressive 8 feet in diameter. They are made from materials such as limestone and sandstone, showcasing a level of craftsmanship that remains difficult to replicate even with modern technology. The precision with which these spheres were created is astounding, as they are nearly flawless except for dents and holes caused by archaeological activities and natural degradation over time. Despite extensive study, the purpose of these spheres remains elusive. Some are scattered randomly across Costa Rica, while others are arranged in patterns that suggest an astronomical function. These patterns may indicate a sophisticated system for tracking celestial events, hinting at a complex understanding of the stars and planets by their creators. The lack of a clear pattern in their distribution and the variation in their alignment continue to baffle researchers. Whether these spheres served as markers for celestial events or were part of a more elaborate system remains an open question, leaving archaeologists and historians in awe of the advanced knowledge and skills possessed by these ancient civilizations. About 4 years ago, the Wolfson Foundation and the Archaeological Analysis Centre at Fort Cumberland in England signed a significant deal. The agreement, worth $168,000, provided funding for a new high-resolution X-ray machine specifically designed to examine a peculiar object found along the English coast. This object came from the wreck of the Rusvik, a ship that sank off the coast of Kent in 1740. The exact cause of the sinking remains a mystery, though some speculate it may have been due to the ship being overloaded with coins. When the wreck was rediscovered in 2018, centuries of submersion had encrusted the coins with rust, making them impossible to identify. The advanced X-ray technology is expected to penetrate this rust, allowing scientists and archaeologists to examine the coins in detail. They hope to find small holes drilled around the edges, which would support the theory that the ship's passengers sewed the coins into their clothing to smuggle them past the border into Batavia in the East Indies. At the time, coins were banned in Batavia to protect the local economy, and sewing them into garments was a common smuggling technique. However, all of this remains speculative as the scanning results are still pending. Only once they are in hand will researchers have a clearer idea of what truly happened to the Rusvik and its precious cargo.